Hi, I'm Susie, and I just want to have a little chat to you today about healing and a couple of the things that I did in my journey that got me to where I am today. Now, I had alopecia universalis, I lost all of my body hair, and I also had chronic fatigue syndrome. So I was bedridden and housebound for the better part of 2 years. And I call that my wallowing years because I was in such a confusion and such a fluster, and I just did not know how to get better. And it was a really bloody tough time. So, I, during that time, I did some things to start and shift my mindset to get me out of this unwell space I was in. And one of the biggest things I did, one of the first things I did was getting off support groups that were negative. So they were, I found them online. I was looking for support groups who were going through the same thing I was going through. But what I found was I didn't really feel very good about myself when I came off those groups. So I found that people were resigned, that they were never going to get better. I found that people were often angry, and that some support groups were really just about letting people vent about their illness, which I recognize is a really important aspect of being unwell. But when I realized that I didn't feel very good in these groups when I came out of them, and obviously I was bedridden, so not bedridden all of the time, but housebound and definitely resting a lot of my time. I just decided that, you know what, these are not serving me. I need to turn it around. There was a couple of key moments that turned around my health. And in those moments where I did turn around, I got off the places where people were just resigned to being angry, being negative, and that type of thing. So the next thing I did was find people that evidence of people that have healed. So I looked for recovery stories. So I got off the support groups that weren't making me feel good. There were some places that made me feel okay, but that was my measure. Feel good, keep it. Feel not feel good, get rid of it. But I'm looking for those recovery stories to find proof of healing. That was so essential to me. And hearing some positive stories, there is no doubt there were some huge struggles in these stories. There was absolutely no doubt, but they got through it with belief and determination and not giving up. They got better, and that's where I am today. I have all my hair back. I do not have any sign or taste of chronic fatigue syndrome, which ruled my life for a very long time. And I worked really hard following people and learning from people that I could use their tools. What did they do? And I know not everyone's tools work for everybody, but at least I got information. It was giving me good information to progress me on the path of growth and change. Life is all about growing and changing. And at this time, people probably looked at my life and thought I wasn't because I was so unwell. But all of my growth came in baby steps. One more baby step, one more baby step. So get off the support groups that aren't making you feel good. Look for recovery stories that are making you feel good, and just start there.